Hello, my name's Joe Johnson and I've been actively engaged in research into natural remedies for over 20 years. Now, if you've got sciatica, you really need to listen because this crucial short video will directly affect you. What I have discovered about stopping sciatica pain and stopping it quickly, it's cutting edge and it just might be the untapped resource that you have been looking for. I'm going to show you how simple it is to quickly reduce or even stop the sciatica pain, but just as importantly, how to switch on and speed up your body's own natural healing mechanisms without the need for any surgery and without the risking your health to expensive and useless and even dangerous drugs. Now, Emma Williams, she's the health editor on this site. She's urged me to share with you details of it's an astonishing discovery that I've made about sciatica pain. And it's one that gets rid of sciatica pain faster than you've ever thought possible. So, if you have sciatica pain, what's actually going on? Well, think of it like this. Whether through wear and tear or strain or toxicity build-up or maybe through an unfortunate accident or a nervous crosswire, your sciatic nerve is trapped and it needs releasing and repairing. So if you've got a sciatica problem and you're suffering from the pain and the discomfort and the misery, you need to somehow stimulate your body's healing mechanisms into focusing on and repairing your sciatica. There's nothing else to do. And unless you find a way to stimulate your body's healing mechanisms without damaging your body's delicate chemical balance, your immune system, then sooner or later, you can end up losing the mobility in your back altogether. It can cripple you. So I want you to consider this. If you get painful sciatica, your body's healing system will, over a long period of time, it's going to attempt to heal itself. But if you've been stressed or overworked, but if you've taken drugs, including painkillers and anti-inflammatories, then your body's healing mechanism has become weaker. And that could be enough for the healing mechanism to be interrupted or even stopped altogether. So once your sciatic nerve becomes trapped and inflamed, you can experience sciatic agony. Now you may struggle to stand or walk or move for months and even years. Some people with sciatica pain, if it's left untreated, they never walk properly again. And to make things even worse, now if you use painkillers and anti-inflammatories to kill the pain around your sciatica, I'm telling you now, you're making it worse. Because you have to swallow them, which means the whole of your body's healing mechanism is now shocked and weakened even further. It's by the toxic impact of the powerful pain-killing drugs. That's why painkillers and anti-inflammatories, they will work, or they appear to work, for a day or two. But then your sciatic pain, it just comes back worse than ever before, just keeps coming back. And in case you are in any doubt about the danger of modern painkillers and anti-inflammatories, and they're sometimes called non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. According to a recent report by eminent US doctors, and you can see the report below, the proof, in the United States alone, the total number of people killed by conventional medicine, like painkillers, like anti-inflammatories, it's almost 800,000 men, women and children every year. That's about 2,200 every single day. So it's now evident that the American medical system is the leading cause of death and injury in the United States. And that's those eminent doctors saying that, not me. So I was desperate at finding a way of reducing and even stopping your sciatica pain and at the same time stimulating your body's healing mechanism into healing your sciatic pain as fast as possible, but without harming or damaging your immune system in any way. I've seen so many people, they lose their mobility through sciatica. And then their health sort of slips away. And it starts with a simple condition like sciatic pain. And then some people even opt for surgery and things like that. And things go wrong and it's tragic and it's so often avoidable. That's why I've done my research. You see, human beings with sciatica pain have been around as long as human beings have been around, for hundreds of thousands of years. But your pharmaceutical companies have been around about 100 years and they don't want you to know what your ancestors did for sciatica. So my first step in research is to always to go back into history. And after a lot of reading, and I don't mean the usual herbalist research books. I mean, I can't reveal my sources, but I've got secret access to some of the best herbalist remedy books on the planet. These books are kept hidden away by rich collectors, private libraries. I mean, even drug companies have got some amazing herbal remedy books and they keep them hidden. I also have access to books that modern science believes are not worth looking at. Books written by people who've got zero medical qualifications. But these same people that live in the wilds and they learn and practice the secrets of Mother Nature every single day. These people have got herbal remedies and passed them down from one generation to the next, to the next, to the next, and then they've written it down. And it was in one such research book that I found a clue for an ancient cure for sciatic pain. And it was in an old bookshop and it was just behind the harbour in the port of Antibes in southern France. Now that particular book was over 200 years old. Now my French isn't that good, but fortunately the book, the botanical names were written in Latin, but my Latin's no good either, but it was good enough to recognise the plant names. But when I read it, I was puzzled. I mean, there were several interesting remedies in that book. It was an amazing book, but this one remedy stood out. And the remedy I found was for swelling and injury of the sciatic nerve. And yet the plants I read about I'd never considered for using on sciatica. Never. But anyway, I took note of the types of plants used and where they're best collected from and the ratio of the mixture and how to prepare the remedy and anything else that I could think of that might help me make this remedy when I got home. Now, of course, I've heard of these herbs before, I've used them many times before, but I had no idea that once mixed in the right combination, they would stimulate such an incredible pain relieving effect and such an incredible healing effect directly into the lower back, into the sciatic area. But I knew that up till now, most natural remedies for sciatica, well, they're just not strong enough. They warm the skin, they stimulate the blood flow to the area, but they're simply not enough. They don't affect the pain levels or the healing mechanism to any degree at all. They warm it up, they help a little, but for sciatic pain, they simply don't work. They're just not strong enough. Now, I expected my research to last about 6 to 12 months, but I've got a proven remedy in 6 weeks. Now, I wanted to test it longer, but my conscience wouldn't let me, because every single client with sciatica was reporting amazing results, sometimes literally within just a few hours. Now, this remedy has been proven countless times now to reduce sciatic pain, and it rapidly speeds up the healing time of the painful sciatica. So, how do you use this remedy? Well, it's quite simple. You put a few drops on your hand and you simply rub it in. It's a pleasant smelling remedy and you rub it directly onto the sciatic nerve at the top, you know where it is, and it'll take you about 10 seconds. And you do that at least 3 times a day. But make sure the last thing at night, before you go to bed, you put some on the soles of your feet. It's that easy, and it will promote speedy healing. And your pain levels will come down. So hopefully you'll no longer need those lousy, toxic, pain-killing drugs that are slaughtering your immune system. And hopefully any prospect of surgery, that can go out the window. So I've made this remedy so that it is simple and easy and convenient. It is concentrated. It's only a small bottle, but it's very powerful and it will last you a long time. It doesn't look like much, but this remedy packs a wallop. You will feel your sciatica improving. Now, within a few hours, you'll notice something, and that's your sciatica relaxing. The muscles around it need to relax. Soon you'll have your mobility back and hopefully saying goodbye to those toxic painkillers for good. So you'll be returning to health. How long that takes, it's up to you. This remedy means you don't have to spend your day making expensive and time-consuming, massage and doctor's appointments. Or you don't have to go down to the drugstore and discuss your problem with strangers. It's just a small bottle of a thick, clear, very pleasant smelling herbal liquid. And this bottle is small, so it's easily going to fit into your pocket unnoticed or into your purse, so you can dab a few drops onto your sciatic place right throughout the day. How often you use it, the choice is yours, just keep rubbing it on. Now, I plan to launch the remedy. It's called Sciatica Doctor, with advertising, fancy packaging and sending it out to a small network of distributors, but I never got the chance. You see, word quickly spread about the results that I was getting with this remedy. First of all, patients started turning up unannounced, and then other herbalists turned up, and these people were literally demanding that I make it for them. But I couldn't, it just wasn't so simple. You see, I've tested a lot of different herbs, and the only organic herbs which consistently stop sciatic pain comes from the Middle East. Now, these days, in these war-torn, struggling times, can you imagine how hard it is to import a shipment of herbs from the Middle East? To say my, ingredient supplies in the lap of the gods, it's an understatement. So I've recently got enough for 3 batches. So I've already made those batches myself by hand. I measured the herbs, I weighed the herbs, I mixed the herbs, I checked everything myself. I blended the ingredients myself, so don't worry about that. The Sciatica Doctor remedies that I make are of the highest quality. Now, I've handed over 2 of the batches to my trusted friend, Emma Williams. So, if you've got sciatica pain, then I strongly suggest that you get this remedy called Sciatica Doctor. And you get it before supplies run out, or before you use any more of those painkillers, but before you end up even going for surgery. So like I said earlier, this remedy, it does pack a wallop. You'll suddenly feel your sciatica. It will feel different, even within a few hours. And you'll know that something's getting better. But you've got to hurry. Because normally I only give this remedy to my personal clients and fellow herbalists. I've never committed a single batch of Sciatica Doctor to anyone else before. Now, Emma's begged me not to let the other herbalists or the online stores know what we were up to till she had the stock. Well, now she's got the stock and it's going faster than we both imagined. So if you mess around or think you'll come back later or order late, you might miss out. And if you've got sciatica pain, then that would be a horrible mistake. So don't let that happen. The result of you using this remedy is that you're going to be free of sciatica pain and be able to move pain-free once more. That's all this is about. So have a good look at the testimonials below and see how the Sciatica Doctor has helped other men and women across the country get rid of their sciatica. Now, maybe you've got a few understandable doubts or seeds of doubts, and that's fair enough. After all, we don't know each other. So let me put your mind at rest so that you can experience the remedy for yourself completely risk-free. You can try the Sciatica Doctor remedy completely risk-free for a full 90 days. You don't risk a single penny trying this remedy for yourself because you've got an ironclad 90-day unconditional 100% money-back guarantee. But the simple and clear truth of it is that, see, this is a breakthrough. You can't get it anywhere else. Basically, if it doesn't easily and quickly reduce your sciatica and then get rid of it, or if you're not completely satisfied in any other way at all, then I insist you send the remedy back to Emma in any condition, and she'll personally make sure you get a fast and full refund of every penny you paid for the remedy. No questions asked and no hassles. And you can keep all the bonus books, that full set, just as a thanks for trying the remedy. And you have my word on that. Okay, so how much will the Sciatica Doctor remedy cost you? Well, I normally charge my clients, it's $200 for an appointment plus $170 for the remedy, because it is handmade and it is organic. But you don't have to have an appointment with me. And appointments with me are hard to get anyway. Plus, we're not using my offices, we're not using my staff, we're not using all the other services. So I've agreed with Emma to give you a 50% discount on the Sciatica Doctor remedy. That means you can get this remedy for just $87 and $5 shipping. Which means that you're going to save over $280. Not only that, Emma's literally manhandled me into giving you an additional book set, some health books, and they're valued at $127. And they're going to the first 100 people who try the Sciatica Doctor remedy. And you can see the details of those books below. I will say those books are worth more than the price of the remedy. Anyway, this is the first time, maybe the last time, that this remedy has ever been sold for less than $170. So $87, it's less than the cost, it's less than a month's supply of painkillers, and it's less than the price of a visit to your doctor. And it's definitely less than the price of surgery, and you don't even want to go down that avenue. So this offer, it's an amazing offer, it's risk-free for you. So order the remedy right now, just click on the link below while you're still on this page, and Emma, she will look after you. And if you have any questions at all about sciatica pain or the pain remedy itself, then you can write to me at any time. Just click on the link below and Emma will get your Sciatica Doctor remedy in the post to you today. And I look forward to getting rid of your sciatica pain so we can get you up and about and moving again. Okay, bye for now.